In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect LatePoint to WooCommerce using Autokit. LatePoint is a booking plugin, which is great for taking bookings and scheduling calls and things like that. WooCommerce is not great at that. So having those two together is really powerful. In this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step how to make that work. Hi, I'm Bjorn from WPLearningLab, and let's get started. In this WooCommerce store, we have a lot of products, both physical and non-physical. In this case, there's a book a call with me. But unfortunately, WooCommerce by itself is not very good at booking appointments and scheduling appointments and making all that easy for your customers and for you. So we're going to install, or we have installed, a plugin called LatePoint, which is awesome for booking calls and scheduling appointments. But I want to register the orders inside WooCommerce as well. So we're going to have the orders go through LatePoint because that makes the most sense for customers. Then we're going to use Autokit to sync that back to WooCommerce so we can see all our WooCommerce data all in one spot as well, which makes your life a whole lot more convenient when you're trying to report out on your sales. So what we're going to do first is make sure I have LatePoint installed. We're going to go to plugins and then add plugin. Search for LatePoint. LatePoint has a paid version as well, but the free version does everything we want. And there it is right there. I already have it installed and activated. And once it is installed and activated, there's a new menu item on the left, and it takes you into the LatePoint dashboard, which is really neat because it's like a full screen dashboard. It's like you're leaving WordPress and you're in a different SaaS software, which is pretty cool. To get back to WordPress, you just hop down here to go back. So inside of here, I have created a service. That service is Talk to Me on the Phone. Service is just super easy to make. Just click on New Service. Then you just fill out this form with what the service is about. Give it a name, a description, category, color. Give it images, duration, price. Assign an agent to it. Any booking restrictions, schedules, and buffers before and after and time overrides down here. Everything you need to book appointments. So just fill out that form as is required for your appointment, and then you'll have a service. And you'll also want to create an agent. Probably do the agents one first so you can add them to your services. The free version only allows you to make one agent. In this case, it's just me. And all I did was I clicked Add Agent and I just filled in these couple things and there's our agent, ready to go. And then I added that to the service. Now that we have a service and an agent, we need to create the booking form or at least customize it and make sure the schedule is correct. So first, let's check out the schedule. Go to Settings and then Schedule. Here you can set which days can be scheduled for booking. Let's take Saturday and Sunday off. And what times of day? Let's change this to 8 to 11 a.m. for these 2 days. And we'll keep the rest as they are. Then save. Weekly schedule is updated to those numbers. You can set special days with custom schedules. So this is your standard schedule up here. And this is a day, like maybe one day next month, you have a dentist appointment during your regular hours. So then you have a custom day set here. You can have custom days off down here. You can also set different work periods in a day. So if you are from 8 to 11 on Tuesday, let's add another work period. And this is going to be 12 to 4 in the afternoon. Got a little lunch break in there. Let's save that. So you could set your schedules exactly how you and your agents need them. And then the booking form is where we create the booking form. This is going to be what the customers, what your prospective clients see on the front end when they're going to book a call. So we have this call to action, please select a service. We've got this one is the only one right now. We go to next. I'm the only agent right now. Click on next. So our prospective customer will be presented with the calendar that is set up based on the schedule we just created. Saturdays and Sundays are off. We have an hour off on Tuesdays for lunchtime. We have an early ending on Mondays, full days on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You get the idea. So your client can pick the date and time, then they fill in this form. Then it'll show their information on here to verify their order. We'll see this on the front end when it's live. And they click on next and they choose a payment. We haven't set up a payment processor yet, but then they pay and Bob's your uncle. They're done. And you probably noticed on each of these steps, we have different options appearing on the right for color, for what happens with the fields. Let's go back a little bit. Here we see a bunch more fields showing up for the calendar section. You can turn those on and off as you see fit. You can also change order or change the order of the steps. I don't know why you would. They seem to be in a pretty logical order, but you can change them if you want. And that's our booking form. There's a tax tab where you can set taxes, but that's a pro only feature. So in the free version, you just have to include your taxes in the price, which isn't that hard. Just add a few extra bucks, whatever taxes cost in your area, and then you have a little message saying tax included, and people get it. On the payments tab, we can set our payments. For the free version, we only have Stripe available. We're not going to connect it right now, but all you have to do is click this on and connect it, and you're ready to go. Once we have our booking form, our services, and our agents created, we then create a page inside of WordPress. So let's go back out to the main dashboard. From LatePoint, you can click on this button here, but I just wanted to have it open in a separate tab. Let's add a new page. I'm going to call this Book a Call with Bjorn. We're going to add a block, and that block is going to be a LatePoint block, which is going to be booking form right there. Publish that, and then view the page, and there's the form that we saw just a minute ago. Let's walk through it. Let's schedule, let's see, Wednesday the 12th at 1 p.m. First name, last name, email address, comments. Let's talk about AI. All right, next. Here we're verifying our order details. If you recall, this page was blank when you're creating the form because it was just a demo form inside the form creator. Whereas out here, it shows all the details. I don't want to actually be charged for this, so let's go in here and change the service price to 0, just so we can go through with the process without actually being charged real money on my credit card. $0. Save changes. Okay, let's come out here and refresh. Probably have to fill that form out again. No big deal, it's pretty quick. This is the service we want. This is the date that we want. And this is the time that we want. And this is the form already filled out again. That's great because I'm logged in. This is how much we're going to pay. Awesome. Next. And submit. We've been confirmed. How nice that looks. Do you know that you can create an account to manage your reservations and schedule new appointments? Create account. That's a pretty cool feature. So inside LatePoint, in our calendar, we should have an appointment now on October 19th. Let's take a look-see. Sorry, November 19th, not October. See a little grayed out portion there, and that is talking to Bjorn on the phone. That's great. So that works. And now inside Ottokit, we can finally get to the actual automation we're trying to build. We're going to create a workflow from scratch. We're going to call it LatePoint Appointment to WooCommerce. And the reason we're doing this is we want the orders to show up in WooCommerce as well, because our website sells both physical products and non-physical products like the phone call, but then we'd have two different reporting systems to see how much we made. Whereas by adding this order to WooCommerce as well and having it closed and complete, because it's all being handled in LatePoint, but having the data there is pretty nice because then your reporting could all be done in one place. So we're going to add a trigger. The trigger is going to be LatePoint. Going to select an event, booking created. All right, continue. Please add the webhook URL to LatePoint settings. Okay, let's copy that. Let's head back into LatePoint, and now we go under settings. We go to automation and then workflows. Here we add a new workflow. Keep the status as active. Let's call it connection to Autokit. I'm going to keep conditional turned off. Time set is off for actions. We're going to change this to HTTP request. We add the URL in here. This is a pro feature for LatePoint. I'll tell you about the pro version at the end of this video. Now that's in there. We click on test this action. Looks like it produced some information and not any errors. Let's talk about AI. Was the comment I left when I signed up, so it appears to be working. Let's click on Save Workflow. And now when a booking is created, we should be able to connect it to this. Let's go and continue here. We're waiting for a booking event to be created. We have 5 minutes to do it, so we better hurry. Let's come back out here and refresh this page so we make a new booking. Pick a new date and time. Keep all that as it is. Let's change the message actually. How about just let's talk? So we can differentiate the two. Click on submit. And that is confirmed. And over here, received. Customer comment, let's talk. So that's good. Nailed it. Now that the trigger's done, we can add WooCommerce. Here we can add a new customer, but I think I'm going to create an order. This is the website we're connecting to. Continue. Select the product. It's going to be book a call with me. Status is going to be completed because the payment will have already been made through LatePoint, and we're really just adding this to WooCommerce so we can aggregate all of our data in one spot. Payment method is going to be cash on delivery is set in WooCommerce as payment methods. It would have been credit card through LatePoint, so I have to set up credit cards here and just select that so we have accurate data. Payment method title, I'm just going to write paid. Billing first name. Get that from here. Search for name. There it is. You can also browse through here to find it, but I prefer to use the search. Search for name again to get the last name. Country. Country is not entered because that wasn't part of the form that we filled out. Let's just write world in there. The address was also not part of the form. If it was, then you could enter all these fields here. City wasn't part of the form either. Neither was state. Just going to enter the words for these things. Phone was in there. Right there. And billing email was as well. Email. Be sure you don't pick the agent email. Got to pick the customer email. Show optional fields. Quantity, coupons, billing company, street address. I'm gonna not have any of those activated. Click on continue and test action. And now this should enter an entry in WooCommerce. Enter an entry. If we go to WooCommerce orders, we have right here, URL pass 16 seconds ago completed, $75. Origin unknown. Origin is actually LatePoint and Autokit, but that's okay. If we click into it, we see all the details for that order. And now if we have any reporting systems that use WooCommerce data to report on your business and the health of your business, this is now going to really easily sync all your data. Let's save this and let's give it a real go. Publish it and activate it. Let's create one more order over here. Talk on the phone with me. Different date again. All the scrolling up and down, that's me. That's not the app itself. We're going to talk. Just want a different message in there just so we can see the different messages. Let's change the customer name, actually. Change it to Jim. Jim. Just so we can see it's a different name on the order. Click on submit. And now this booking time will be booked inside of LatePoint, and it's going to be booked on the orders page. Let's refresh, and we should see an order by Jim at the very top. And there he is, Jim. And inside LatePoint, I forgot which day Jim wanted to talk, but it'll be on here somewhere. And there it is right there, the 7th. We see that time slot booked right there. Talked with Bjorn, and the name on this is Jim. Awesome. So now we have a connection made between LatePoint and WooCommerce using Ottokit. This one was a little more involved, but still, it's quite powerful. Let's check out LatePoint. So I told you I'd show you about the premium level, because we need that to do the HTTP request. If you go to the pricing tab, you see the pricing here for one site, $79 a year. You see all the features down below, and all the plans have all the features. The only difference is more websites. And the add-ons, you can see even more ways to integrate with LatePoint, make it even more powerful to make your life even easier. If you got value from this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe to let me know. Then check out this playlist up here, which is all the Autokit videos on my channel. If you want to automate your business and run it easier and make more money, check out that playlist because it's going to be helpful, and I'll see you there.